Hello everyone, I'm Eric Schmorris. This is a vlog, a little different than usual vlog, mostly because most of my usual vlogs that I've done, like the last few ones, have just been, oh hey, I got this many subscribers. Um, but this is about something that's going on that may end up affecting the channel, hopefully for the better, in the long run. But I may have talked about it on stream. I may have talked about it in videos before, at least like mention it in passing. But I really hate the job I'm at right now. For those of you that don't know, I currently work full time at programming for like a travel company, basically programming travel software for them, and I absolutely hate the job. Just it's one of those jobs that I mean, first of all, there's just no structure, and that's probably like the biggest issue. Like, it's the kind where the boss will change his mind day to day. Like, he'll tell you something one day, tell you something completely different the next day. I mean, hell, I've been working on a project there that basically went through this whole thing. I programmed it, from the ground up, did all this stuff. Then, like 2 weeks after it was done, basically said in one meeting, "Oh yeah, I think we completely missed the boat on this because we didn't know what we wanted. So, just gonna redo it. No planning whatsoever to, cause it to not be." Not have to be redone, and just all kinds of shit like that. There's just no structure at all. Like, boss has no vision, nothing, and it's just so frustrating, especially when you're working at like a programming company where programming is one of those things you kind of need to know what you're doing before you jump into it. You can't just, well, I mean, you can just start programming, but usually you want to at least have an idea of what you're doing before you just jump right into it. And that's like the exact opposite philosophy of what the boss has, so it's just so frustrating to work there. And just so many other little things in addition to that. That's probably like the biggest thing. And it's at the point where his like second in command, the like one manager, is actually trying to improve it. Like, for one, we used to have these gigantic morning meetings with like all 30 of the people in the company, which we would just go around circling like, oh, this is what I did this week, this is what I did last week, this is what I'm doing this week. And it would take like an hour, and half the meeting you're just listening to people talk about stuff that has nothing to do with anything you're going to be doing. So it was just completely pointless. The manager, like his second in command, changed it so that we have different meetings that's like split up by teams, and it works so much better. But I'm just like, I have been dealing with it for like almost 2 years now. So in the back of my mind, it's like, so how long is this gonna, like, when's this gonna go back? When is this gonna change back? When's the boss gonna go, you know what? I don't like this. I'm gonna go back to the way we were doing it before. And that's an awful mindset to have. Like, to just have zero faith in a company, in the boss. It absolutely sucks. And I'm not the first person that's thought this. It's not like everyone's happy except me. There's, what, 5 people that have left just this year alone. And like I said, it was 30 people. So if I would leave, that would be 20% of that would basically be a 20% turnover rate. That's not good. That's not good, especially for a small programming company. That's not a good thing. So it's just so frustrating, and there's so many times that, like, me and my friend, we've been working on game programming, and I barely work on it because I get home from work and like the last thing I want to do is program. After programming at there, all day, last thing I want to do is program. And I used to be fine, by Sunday, like I'm, de-stressed enough where I'm fine programming. Even like over the weekend, the last thing I want to do is programming. It's like that place has just destroyed any passion I had for programming. And it's one of those things. It's the thing that sucks on top of that is that I know I could get a job pretty much anywhere else, because programming, it's one of those fields, especially in like the Philadelphia area where it's really growing. Like, it's constantly growing. There's constantly more jobs. I mean, the 5 people that left, they found jobs like that. So I know if I would go and try to find a job, I'd be able to do it. I mean, my friends already said, hey, one of the people that's left there already said, hey, you can apply to this place. I've already told them about you. They're already, they would already be willing to hire you. But the one, on top of the fact that, and what makes the job I'm at suck even more is on top of the fact that the job's awful, I don't want to be a programmer. And that's not a new thing. It's not something like I know I said this job like destroyed any passion I had for programming, but the whole idea that I don't want to work as a programmer, that's from like that started in college. Like halfway through college, I went to college for a game and simulation programming, and like halfway through I was like, you know what, this is alright. I would not want to be a programmer full-time. Like, I don't want to do that as a full-time job. And basically the main reason I just stuck with it was because, I was already halfway through the degree. I was just like, didn't really have anything else. I'd get in it, getting a degree as more of a backup plan, and, was hopefully, going to try to do something else and then, do programming as a backup plan, and it ended up becoming the main plan. Ended up getting full-time job, been working full-time as a programmer for 2 years, and the thing is, that's what's keeping me from going to any other place, because it's like, I know if I would quit this job, if I would go any other place, I would be much better off. I would be much better off listening to, my friends that, quit that place and talking about their new places. They're so much better, so much better structured, so much, they do everything right. And it's just one of those, it's like, I know I'd be better off, but in the back of my mind, it's like, I know if I would get a job in one of those places, I would still wouldn't be happy. I still wouldn't be happy with what I'm doing. I'd be more content than I am now, but still wouldn't really be, happy, wouldn't be excited to go to work or anything like that. And it just like keeps me from even going the, extra, actually going out to get a job, another job or anything like that, because I know it's not going to, it's going to help, but it's not really going to fix anything. It's not going to, I don't know. So this vlog, like I said, this is gonna, at the beginning of this vlog, this might affect YouTube hopefully for the better. So far, all I've done is complain about my current job and explain why I, haven't gone and get a new job. So what is going to be like the benefit? Like, what is going to come of this? Well, the plan right now, obviously, step one is to quit the job I'm currently at, because there's because I just hate, like I said, I think I made clear, I absolutely hate the job. I don't want to be there, like, I don't want to be there by the end of the year. If I'm there by the end of the year, I've done something wrong. If I'm still there. Basically, the plan is, because I don't really have many bills. I have, like, student loans and rent, and that's about it. Like, I don't have car payments. I don't have anything else. I have, like, car insurance and phone as well, but overall, I don't really have many bills. So I'm not the kind, I don't go out and just spend money, like, just go and buy a bunch of stuff. I might buy, like, a few games here and there, but outside of that, I don't really spend anything. So I have a lot of money saved up in my account, my bank account. So the plan is to quit without getting another job, which, I mean, is a scary thought, you know, leaving basically the, I guess, safety of one job, because even though the job sucks, it's like I do have, you know, job security. I don't think I'm at risk of losing my job anytime soon, and I'm definitely making enough money to pay the bills, which is why I'm, like, more than enough, which is why I'm able to save up money. But I have enough money saved up. I would need to actually, like, sit down and figure it out, but I could probably last at least a year with what I have saved up. So what am I going to do in that time is the question. Now, basically, three things, well, kind of two things, because two of them are kind of in the same realm. Three things that I would be planning to do during that time. One is to work on video game programming with my friend. And I know you might be thinking, you just said you don't want to be a programmer. What is your issue? Well, there's a few reasons why I would be doing game programming, like doing that pretty much full time. One is that game programming is probably the only way I would even want to, like, even remotely do it, you know, have a programming job full time, because games are obviously something I'm passionate about. I mean, I have a gaming channel, streamed on Twitch. You know, obviously I'm passionate about video games. Like, right now I'm working at a travel company. I don't give a fuck about travel. I hate traveling. So, like, obviously I'm not going to be even remotely passionate about that. Like, game programming is something that I could see myself being passionate about again. Like, I was passionate about it before. I feel like I could be again, you know, once I'm out of, you know, a programming job that I just absolutely hate, and just, like, you know, basically, like, by the end of the day, I'm just like, I don't want to do anything. You know, once I'm out of that, I feel like I'd be able to get that passion back and actually want to do game programming again. But the second reason is because if I'm going to take a year off, and this I didn't even think about until the one person at work, she mentioned it, and that's that, you know, employers, you know, don't like seeing gaps in your resume. It's like, oh, if they see, because ultimately, if, you know, year goes by, nothing else happens, like I don't go into a different career or anything like that, obviously the backup plan would be to get another programming job. So it'd be good if I'm doing game programming, because if an employer would look at my resume and go, oh, well, you quit this job and then did nothing for a year, just sat on your ass and played video games for a year, like, why, you know, that would show them, like, you know, have no motivation, don't really want to do anything, like, why would we want to hire you? Whereas if it's, oh, you quit your job and then spent the last year trying to start an indie game company, oh, that shows ambition, that shows all this, you know, that's a lot more, you know, appealing to a potential employer. So, you know, a few reasons why I would be doing that full time. And the other two shouldn't really be surprising, would be YouTube and Twitch. I mean, obviously, I've been doing YouTube for last 2.5 years. Twitch, I did a little bit, like on and off doing regular streams. I would really love to be able to focus on that, at least to some extent. I mean, I've been talking, like, I feel like every week I have at least 1 or 2 videos where I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I'll stream this, maybe I'll stream this. And it never happens. But it's, like, YouTube is, even though, like, with the video game programming and stuff, I get home from work and, like, just have no desire to do that. YouTube's always been one of the things that's, like, I absolutely want to do it. I love doing YouTube. I mean, maybe early on there was a few times where it's like, oh, maybe I should just stop doing it, but honestly, at this point, I think it's probably the only thing that keeps me sane working where I'm working at. Coming home and just sitting down, setting up my headphones on and then just playing a game, just talking to myself, essentially. It's just so much fun. It's something that I would love to I obviously would keep doing, and I would love to be able to put more of a focus on it, because now it's just kind of like, oh, I'll record these videos and then just, edit them quickly and post them. I mean, obviously, I still am proud of what I'm putting out, but obviously I would love to be able to focus on it more, maybe do more videos or more different kinds of videos, and obviously Twitch, I would love to be able to actually have a regular streaming schedule, be able to stream more than once a week when I do have a regular streaming schedule, do like, 4 or 5 days a week, it's just something that I would love to at least try. Like, I'm not saying that I, I think every, something's gonna come from it, like, oh, I'm gonna do this for a month and then suddenly I'm gonna, be making tons of money and all this stuff. I know that YouTube and Twitch are, a long shot thing, but it's one of those where, the last few months, because I've been thinking about this for a while, it's not like I've just decided yesterday, you know what, I'm gonna quit and do YouTube and Twitch full-time, do all that, but it's something I've been thinking about for a while, and it's just something that I want to at least try. Like, I want to at least try to do it. If it fails, like, more than likely it would. That's why I have the backup plan of, oh, working on the game programming to, have that on my resume and then potentially get another programming job. Just because, if I would get another programming job after, like, the 12 months or whatever I give myself, it would be, I mean, I would still be, just content, probably, but I would be a lot happier knowing that I went through with this, because YouTube, Twitch, even game programming and stuff, those are things I could see myself doing for the rest, like, maybe not the rest of my life, because YouTube and Twitch, who knows how long they're going to be around, but they're things I could see myself doing as a career, like, doing, long term, or at least in foreseeable future. They are, like, I have so much fun doing YouTube. I've had so much fun doing the few Twitch streams that I have done, and, like, if I would, like, I want to take this opportunity while I can, while I still have, not a lot of bills, while I, am still young enough where I can take the risk and possibly do something like this. I want to be able to do it, just because if I would quit, quit my job now, but go the safe route and get another programming job, I would always have that mindset of, like, or that thought of, what if I would have tried to do YouTube and Twitch, would it have worked out? Would something have come from it? Who knows? And I don't, because basically in 2014, because I finished school December 2013. In 2014, we worked on games a little bit, but there was also, like, I wanted to find something else to do because I didn't want to, like I said, I decided halfway through college, I already knew I didn't want to program as a career, like, outside of the game programming. I didn't want to, have to go and get a normal 9-to-5 programming job. And basically all I did was sit around and do, play video games. I mean, I did start YouTube, but even then it was like 3 videos a week. Most of the time I was just doing nothing, and I kind of always look back at that as like, what if I would have actually, like, got off my ass and did something? What if I would have, actually motivated myself to do something? And I don't want that. I don't want to be in that mindset again. Like, if I would quit and go into just another programming job immediately. So I definitely want to try the game programming, try, doing YouTube and Twitch full time, try actually, like, looking into the marketing side of YouTube and Twitch, and even the game programming, because, like, YouTube, I have almost 350 subscribers, which is amazing. It's way more than I ever expected to get, and is really good for something doing as a hobby, but it's one of those, like, that was without any sort of marketing. If I would have done any level of marketing, what level would I be at now? What level could I get to? That's kind of like what I want to look into and deal with, like, during the, like, year or whatever. I still have to figure out exactly how much money I have and do all that to figure out how long I'd be able to last and have, like, a solid plan. But it's just something that I really want to do while I have the chance. And I don't want to have that regret of, like, what if I would have gone for this? What if I would have done this? Now, why am I making this video? I mean, I said the main reason, the first reason, is that this could affect the channel for the better. Like, this, obviously, if I'm not working full-time, I can, focus on it more. I can hopefully do not just more content, but better content. And also Twitch, having, different kinds of content, different platforms and stuff like that. Be able to do that. The second reason is so that I don't procrastinate, I don't chicken out, and, just stick with the job I'm at now. Because, like I said, I've been thinking about this for months, actually way longer than months. My New Year's resolution for last year was to be out of this job by the end of the year. So that should tell you how long I've hated this job. The fact that I made my New Year's resolution almost a year ago, about, what would that be, about 10 months ago at this point, I made my New Year's resolution to be out of this job by the end of the year. So I don't want, December to come by, Christmas to go by, and New Year's, and be like, oh, yeah, I didn't even remotely try to complete my New Year's resolution. This is one New Year's resolution I actually want to keep. So partially it's the whole actually telling people, because, like, I've never told anyone that I don't want to be a programmer. I've never told anyone. It's always one of those things, especially, like, my parents, they took some of the school loans. They're paying some of the cost of that, so it's like I kind of feel guilty telling them, hey, that schooling that you helped pay for, yeah, I don't want to use any of it. I don't want to be a programmer. So that it kind of like guilt there, and also just because everyone already sees me as like, oh, this is someone who's really passionate about programming, who loves programming stuff, and it's like, it's like, how do you tell people that? So so the whole idea that I'm telling, even just, I'm gonna say complete strangers, even though I have talked to a few of you in comments and stuff like that, but essentially strangers on the internet, you know, hopefully that helps. And not just about not wanting to program, but also the whole plan to quit. You know, hopefully that helps me tell other people, you know, people like actual friends and family. Hopefully it gives me a little more confidence to tell them. And if it doesn't, I now have it on video, so I can just say, hey, here, watch this. You know, then call me after you're done and let me know what you think. But and on top of that, not just the confidence thing, but hopefully it'll keep me from procrastinating, because now like I said, I have it on video. I have, you know, video proof where it's like, I don't want to be in this job by the end of the year. Hopefully, you know, maybe having it on video and actually saying it out loud and telling people will make me stick to that. And actually, here's the plan. So the main thing I want to, like, I don't want to just go in tomorrow and, you know, quit. I kind of want to, you know, then just surprise everyone. I kind of want to at least tell my parents first, you know, talk to them about it. Next time I'm going to see them in person, it will be Thanksgiving, which, for those of you that don't know, like, you're outside of the U.S. or even inside the U.S., because honestly, if it wasn't on my phone or anything, I probably would have forgotten when Thanksgiving was. But the 24th of this month. So I'll see them then, and hopefully tell them then. And then Friday I'm off, Saturday, Sunday, weekend. Monday will be the first day of work after Thanksgiving for me. So that will ideally be the day I would put in my 2 weeks notice. So what I'm gonna do, and hopefully I don't end up regretting this later. I mean, the only way I'll regret this is if I don't go through with it. On Monday, sometime after work, sometime that, you know, evening or whatever, I will do a vlog. Maybe, you know, Monday might not necessarily be the day I go in and, you know, hand in my letter of resignation and give my 2 weeks. But at the very least, by that Monday, I want to have a plan of what's going to happen, when I'm going to do it. Like, here's when I'm going to do it. This is what's going to happen. So Monday, I'm going to do, or Monday the 28th, going to do a vlog to either say, hey, I put in my 2 weeks, or hey, I'm going to put in my 2 weeks like next week or whatever. If I don't do anything, like if I don't tell my parents on Thanksgiving, I, you know, chicken out, don't do anything with that, then, or I just don't put up a vlog, which would probably mean that I didn't do anything about it, then that Tuesday, 29th, if by Tuesday night there is not a vlog up on this channel explaining what is going on and any of that stuff, then I want you guys to come onto this video and just spam it with comments saying, you know, like, oh, I thought you were going to do this, and I thought you were going to tell them Thanksgiving, I thought you were going to do this, I thought you were planning to do this, you know, just spam comments, because hopefully the threat of one of my videos, just the comments section just being, you know, being, you know, just drowned in comments from almost 350 people. Hopefully that will, you know, that the idea of that threat will push me to, you know, actually go through with it, actually, you know, tell them and come up with a plan. So, I mean, if it does happen, I'm the only one to blame because I'm the one that can stop that. I'm the one that can actually go, you know, do something about it and keep everyone from having a reason to, you know, cover my comment section in spam. But so the 28th is when I'm going to do a vlog. Hopefully, I mean, who knows? I might do a vlog between now and then. I mean, especially if I get a call like in 2 days, like, oh, from my mom or something, like, oh yeah, I saw the vlog you posted on your channel. I don't think my parents actually watch any of these videos, so, but who knows if they wouldn't actually see this and, you know, call me. The vlog might come way earlier, but if by that Monday I haven't put out a vlog telling, you know, detailing a plan, then feel free to spam that comment section. But anyway, I'm gonna end this vlog here. I just want to thank everyone for the support that they've given in the last 2.5 years, or like this. Like I said earlier in the vlog, this has been one of the most fun things. Even when I have like a terrible day at work and I just hate everything that day, I can always come home, record a few videos, and suddenly just completely de-stress. Just it's so much fun. And I know I don't respond to as many comments as I should, but just the fact that people are commenting, people are saying how much they love the videos, even if it's like one person here or there, it's just amazing. It's way more than I ever thought I would get when I started this channel. And so I just want to thank everyone that has supported me over the last 2.5 years, especially during the last 2 years working at this place. And I want to thank everyone that will continue to support me in the future, and hopefully through the year or so, assuming that ends up happening, I don't chicken out and turn the comment section of this into just chaos. The next year or so, trying to do YouTube and Twitch at least somewhat full-time. Hopefully that goes well, but I thank you guys for in advance for continuing to support me through that. Anyway, I'm gonna end this vlog here because otherwise I'm just gonna keep rambling like usual. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.